Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Patches Metal, the Bald Edition.
1, 2, 3, 4. Patches
So a couple of days ago I quite randomly decided I was done with my hair and I just shaved it off. It was simple as that. And I'm quite happy with the result. And I got some replies from people. People saying, well, of course people saying they liked it. And strangely enough, or oddly enough, the majority of people liked it, especially on like my personal Facebook page where I have a lot of non-metal friends. All of them liked it. Even some of my metal friends liked it. And then on the Patches Metal Facebook, there were even some people there who liked it. So I was like, yes, fucking victory, mission accomplished. However, there were also some people who didn't like it. And I would be the last person who's going to whine about this because, hey, you know, as I always say, everyone has their own opinion. That's all good and fun and stuff. But some of the things people said just made me think. Wasn't necessarily something that like hurt me on a personal level or anything, but some people made remarks about it not being metal. And let's first just, clearly state that that's fucking stupid, because some of those people who claim that are Pantera fans or Judas Priest fans, or I think that Meshuggah guy was even bald, so some Meshuggah fans were in there as well. And like with band members with no hair in them still saying, nah, having short hair is not metal, being bald is not metal. And this just made me think, what defines being metal? And just to say this out front so no one's going to get any expectations, I'm not going to be drawing any conclusion in this video. Well, maybe I'm going to draw some conclusion in this video, but not as to how you can actually be metal. The reason to that is because I believe being metal is not a thing at all. You cannot, as a person or as an object or as a thing, be metal, except for things literally made out of metal or metal music. You cannot be metal. However, I want to make this quite an educational sort of video, so I'm going to actually look into this, and I'm going to look into what people who claim things are metal actually think is metal. And for the first example, I'm going to take a video I saw 2 days ago. It was something I replied to. So maybe some people already saw it, like the whole new YouTube thing where you actually see the things I like and the things I comment on, even though that's not really what I want, but happening anyway. So yeah, I found this video, real metal versus fake metal, and it was not a versus as in it was a battle or something, but it was more the real metal as opposed to fake metal. And some of the examples he used in there, first of all, the real metal were all like really old death metal bands, but also bands like Metallica, of course, Megadeth, of course. He actually used Paranoid from Black Sabbath as a real metal example, which is quite stupid since Paranoid, like the song on its own, is not really metal at all. So not going to deny that Black Sabbath is a metal band, because obviously they are a metal band, but Paranoid is very far from being a metal song. However, let's leave that aside and just take his definition of being real metal. Real metal is either metal made before the 1990s, 1995, something like that, or bands that are trying to sound exactly like that. And I already talked about this in a previous video where I said that metal has changed from what it was back then. And I'm not ever going to deny that. And the exact words I used in that other video as well were that metal is no longer what it was supposed to be. It's become something quite different from what it was supposed to be. And this is probably what pisses so many people off and what makes them say that it's not real metal. However, if you're going to take the word metal, like just and only taking the word metal, then nu metal is also going to be metal. Metalcore is also going to be metal. Grindcore is also going to be metal, etc., etc., etc. And when you're going to actually make a video about this and say that Slipknot is not metal, or say that Papa Roach is not metal, or say that Suicide Silence is not metal, then in all honesty, you're just making yourself look like a fucking twat. And there's nothing else to say about that. You're just making yourself look really fucking stupid and uneducated. And of those bands I just mentioned, I'm not really a fan of any of them. Well, maybe Suicide Silence, but you know, I'm not defending something that affects me on a personal level. I'm defending something because it's a goddamn fact. So yeah, the first definition of being metal is that you're apparently only allowed to listen to either older bands or newer bands trying to sound exactly like older bands. Now, another part of being metal is the looks. And this is the thing that annoys me the most about the entire being true thing and being a real metalhead thing. Because, on one hand, they always say metal is not a fashion. It's a feeling. It's a thing you just are inside. And you can't wear metal as fashion. You have to... These are little words. You have to be metal. You know, that's the stuff they claim. Though, however, on the other hand, if you don't wear a band shirt to a concert, or if you wear the wrong band shirt to the concert, or if you have the wrong patches on your patch jackets, or if you wear baggy jeans instead of skinny ones, etc., etc., you can instantly become a poser, or not being metal. Or guys with short hair are not metal. Bullshit like that. Not drinking the right drink, like oh, you're a faggot, you're not drinking alcohol, or you know, in other occasions, oh, you're a faggot, you're not straight edge. How fucking confusing do we really want to make this? And I'm slowly reaching some kind of point where I'm just going to completely say fuck the metal society altogether. You know, there are a lot of you guys, especially like the people that watch my videos, I really fucking love you guys. But seeing the average metalhead around the internet commenting on certain videos, on certain songs, they're just so fucking stupid. And I'm really starting to near that point of saying I don't want to be associated with this group of people. It's just becoming a little too difficult to actually comprehend what we need to do to be accepted within the metal boundaries. So really, like for me personally, I've already decided, fuck it, I'm not going to go after this goal of like pursuing being a metalhead. I've dropped that probably a year ago already. I love metal. I love associating myself with metal as in the genre, as in the music, and as in expressing my love for metal. But I'm completely done with every single fuckhead claiming that you can either be truly metal or people being fake metal, people being posers, all that bullshit. And really, if you're one of those people, if you're one of the people that really claims people are posers and other people are true metalheads just for the way they dress, or the genre, the specific genre of music they listen to, then get the fuck off my channel. Get the fuck off my videos, because I don't even want to appeal to people like that. I'm completely fucking done with it. And I'm sorry this is turning into such a somewhat rant sort of video. I'm just really done with the entire thing, the entire discussion, the entire battle of, well, especially just seeing that real versus fake metal video kind of was the drop that did it for me. That just made me decide, like, fuck, what the fuck are we really doing? What the fuck is metal all about anymore these days? Because it's definitely not the brotherhood kind of thing that it used to be. And it just seems like that happened. Well, it's been happening since it started, so shouldn't really say stupid things, but especially with the whole nu metal scene coming up a little more, with the rap metal stuff, with, you know, things like dubstep mixing in with metal. Why would we be so fucking against this, against dubstep joining in with metal? What's wrong with it? If you don't like the music, that's it. That doesn't make it any less metal. Your appreciation of the music on its own doesn't mean it's not a metal anymore, because, you know, by definition, if something is a subgenre of metal, no matter what subgenre it is, any subgenre of metal by definition is metal. That's why it's called metal, a metal subgenre. Fuck. However, I'm starting to notice that I'm getting a little too much into this, so I'm going to just drop the subject, you know, leave it at this. I guess I've made my point clear, and this subject is definitely something I'm going to, you know, continue getting back on, because I quite like sharing my opinion about this. But at this moment, I'm just getting a little too annoyed with the entire thing on its own. I'm going to end this video with the announcement that the next video is going to be a promotional video again, with 3 bands. 3 goddamn bands next time, again, as I used to do in the past, because I've had these 2 CDs sent to me, Cold Blooded and Côte d'Ivoire, and also a friend of mine who sent me a track of his own band. I'm not going to name it yet, because that's going to be a surprise for the next video. However, here's a sneak peek of what it's going to be like.